Hi, so in this video I'm just going to be painting this really cool sewing table. It actually opens up, but I'm just painting the outside. So I've done it all in chalk paint, chalk white by Rust-Oleum, and now I'm just going to give the lid a coat of this duck egg blue paint by Ronseal, also chalk paint. Yeah, so I'm just doing the top of the sewing table with this. Now it's time for my favourite part, and that's the decoupage. So this is the paper that I'm going to be using today, and as you can see I've already put down the first piece, and yeah, so now I'm just going around the edges and making sure that's all as neat as I can get it. But it doesn't have to be too neat, because that's the whole point, you know, it looks better if it looks a bit more worn or a bit older, and yeah, it looks cool. I actually cut too much off the edges, so here I'm just like adding little strips of paper just to sort of fill those gaps in and make it look a bit more neater. Which is quite easy to do with decoupage paper because you can easily sort of blend it in. The first thing I do before putting the paper down is I'll line it up and just see exactly how much I want and where I want it, and then I'll just do a coat of glue first before I put the paper down. So it's just PVA glue. It's cheap glue that you can get, kids glue that you get from like the pound shop or B&M, anywhere cheap like that. Then once that's on, I'll just lay down the piece of decoupage paper exactly where I want it. And you can actually use special glue for this, Mod Podge glue for decoupaging, but I just use PVA glue and it seems to do the same thing, so that's fine for me. So once the paper's laid down, I'll go over it again with the brush, the glue brush, just to make sure, sponge, just to make sure that there's no bubbles under the paper and to make sure that it's properly stuck down. It's okay if there's still glue on the sponge, because I like to go over all the paper with a layer of glue afterwards anyway, so that's fine. And now I'm just cutting around the paper and making sure I get it as neat as I can.
Look, I know the reason that you guys became accountants is because you're not good at interacting with people. Guess what? From now on, you guys are no longer losers. So give yourselves a round of
This is what I was saying before about how I like to add a layer of glue over the paper once it's been laid down, just to give it that coating. A bit like how you'd use a Mod Podge, to be fair. I'm usually really careful though not to make the glue too thick when I put it on the top, just a really thin layer all over, just because it just peels off easier if you put too much down. Then once again, I'm just doing exactly the same as I have done on the other sides, on every single side round the table. And as you can see, it's shaped like a 50p, 50 pence.
At least I knew it was a lie.
The paint is now dry, and as you can see, it's this beautiful blue colour, duck egg blue, and it actually goes with the blue, some of the blue flowers in the decoupage. Really brings them out, so it looks really great together. I think I bought this paper from TK Maxx. Okay, so final thing is to wax the entire piece, and I'm just using this clear wax by Rust-Oleum. And as you can see, I'm still using really cheap paintbrushes, but hopefully I'll be getting some Annie Sloan brushes soon, some chalk ones obviously. And as you can see, I'm quite savage with this brush because, like I say, it's just a cheap one, especially when using wax, because you just basically need to just whack a layer on and get the whole piece covered. And then after you've covered it all, just get an old rag or old t-shirt and then just go over the entire piece, wiping it down, taking off any excess wax. Okay, so this is the finished table. I think it turned out really well and I'm quite happy with it. As you can see, I've just put my lamp on it and a few accessories. This lamp was from Matalan and the rabbit itself was actually black and the base was gold. I'll show you a little picture of it. But yeah, I bought it brand new and I didn't like the rabbit itself being black, the same as the shade. So I just painted it pink and the base black just so that it went with more of my things in my house. So yeah, most people probably prefer how it looked before, but this suits better for me. So yeah, that's it finished. I'm really glad I chose this paper and I'm happy with the colours that I put on it, the blue and the white, because I think it pairs with it really well. And yeah, I'm just really happy. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I'm hoping to be uploading at least twice a week, so stay tuned for that. Thank you. Stay safe. Bye.